Hello my dear sewing friends. Now you all know that I love to try all things creative and unique that there can be about sewing. And that of course includes fabric. So here are some of the most amazing and unbelievable textiles that I, as a simple human being, could possibly get into my sewing room. And some of these textiles have even been deemed as the fabric of the future. So I'm really excited to unbox, rate, and test some of these together with you. So without any further ado, let's get started. This first fabric absolutely blows my mind because it seems hardly possible that you can actually make fabric from milk. And here I managed to get my hands on some of it. So please meet milk jersey. I'm so excited. So the first impression is that it's actually really soft, kind of like the mix between bamboo and cotton jersey. So not as stiff as cotton jersey sometimes can be, but not as flimsy as bamboo. But it's really soft, very pleasant, stretchy, but not super stretchy. Very nice. But to really test out how it actually feels to wear it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it through a laundry machine and then I'm going to sew up a t-shirt from it. Now, the idea of making fabric from milk, I don't know, it seems pretty futuristic, at least to me, but it turns out that it's not that new after all. It was first created in the 1930s as a possible substitute for wool. Turns out that the result used a ton of harmful chemicals in the process, and also the historical timing was pretty bad. So it really didn't go that far. Now, fast forward almost 100 years, and this world has brilliant minds that have come up with different technologies and different ideas of how to turn milk protein into fabric. As far as wearing it, I mean, it feels amazing. The only thing is you can slightly see my undergarments in the black cord of my microphone, so I will probably dye it some other color, and that's the reason I didn't attach the neckband yet. Everything else is finished in this t-shirt, and it does feel very soft, very nice on the body. Now, there are many ways how you can make fabric from milk, but there are companies like Q Milk who make it without any harmful chemicals. Plus, they use milk waste from the dairy industry that would otherwise go to waste. So that way it's 2 in 1. You're using the resources that we already have and otherwise would just dump it out. And also you're producing fabric that is good. Interesting fact here, there are independent fashion brand companies that already use milk fabric as the main material for the clothing that they make. Obviously, I can't really tell how this fabric is going to perform over time, like let's say in a year, but for right now, I would say it's 5 out of 5. It was pleasant to work with, it's really nice to wear, it went through laundry, it went through a dryer, the customer service of the company that I bought it was really nice. The only thing is, yes, it's slightly see-through, but I knew that when I was buying this fabric and there wasn't much to choose from. There was either this or black, because obviously this fabric isn't readily available. But if you do want to check it out, I will leave all of the resources that I use in the info box for you guys so you can take a look. As the fabric from milk wasn't amazing enough, I have another incredible textile over here that is also made from food. Now I ordered 3 different colors so that way I can play around a little bit with it. So, any guesses? Now this is Pina Text, otherwise known as the textile made from pineapples. And actually, you know what? When I was unwrapping it, it even smells kind of fruity. But it's not made from the pineapple itself, from the part that we eat, but from the pineapple leaves, which are considered as a byproduct or a waste of the existing pineapple harvest. So instead, what these people have come up with is to make a textile out of it. I don't know. It's pretty fascinating to me that at one point this textile was just a pile of pineapple leaves. It's just wow. Now, a lot of times this particular textile is used instead of leather, so you will hear terms like pineapple leather quite a bit. Now, I do have a couple of pieces of leather so that way we can compare them side by side. It's definitely thick. The texture is not leather-like, but I can see why this is used in accessories and shoes. Now here I have some cork fabric, real leather, and Pina Text to compare side by side. And just by touching all of them, I can tell you that Pina Text does feel the roughest one of all, almost like old cardboard. However, I might just need to apply a little bit of wax on top of it, as suggested on their website, to sort of like keep the fabric hydrated. So that might be my fault on my end, but for right now, it does feel kind of rough. Now the other side of it almost looks and feels like felt. I'm going to snip just a tiny bit right over here in the corner, and let's take a look how my sewing machine is gonna take it. It took it pretty well. I thought that it would definitely be a little bit harder to sew, but no, it actually went really smoothly. Now, out of all three of them, my favorite is the gold one because it feels like it has some sort of extra coating on top of it, so it's the smoothest. And the least favorite is the blue one, just because I don't know, it looks like like an old carpet, but I will make it work. I'll definitely have quite a few projects that I want to test these out in. And as a first one, I thought, you know what, let me just make a little zipper pouch and see how it holds up. So here it is, a little zipper pouch that is made from pineapple fabric. Isn't that just, I don't know. As I said, it just fascinates me. Now, overall, I would give this about 4 stars. Now, sometimes people say that I'm a little bit too generous in my ratings, but I think the fabric is, you know, it feels durable. It's easy to work with. The only thing is the roughness of the surface, but as I mentioned, I might just need to apply some wax on top of it to hydrate the fabric. And just like with milk jersey, this fabric, Pina Text, is already used in order to make some accessories and shoes, so who knows, maybe soon it will be really widely available. Now this next unique and amazing textile is made from none else but bubble wrap. It took over a month for these to arrive, so I'm really happy that they're finally here. They were traveling all the way from Israel, and now we can explore these fabrics together. So if the first two were made from milk and pineapples, then this textile is made from plastic that is not recycled. And most often that is bubble wrap and also foil. So basically what this company is doing is it's taking all of the materials that are used for packaging and that are not being recycled, and they're turning them into textiles and basically giving a second life and keeping these materials out of the environment. We have a couple over here, so let's take a look. The first impression that it feels like faux leather, and it's actually really nice and smooth. The front is kind of almost feels like coated, and the back almost feels like some sort of woven textile. I don't know how the technology works exactly, but it's kind of fun that they use this bubble wrap print in such a colorful combination. Just, you know, it's fun, it looks really interesting. And the same company also makes bags and accessories from the fabric that they make. Now this foil sample definitely feels a little bit stiffer than the other ones, but I could definitely see quite a few interesting uses for a fabric and material like this one. I think these two are my favorite out of the entire sample of swatches, and while we're at it, let's just go ahead and take a look how my sewing machine is gonna take them. It took it pretty well, I would say on the same level as the Pina Text. So here you have it, fabric made from recycled bubble wrap. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to order a full cut yardage of these materials, so I can't really rate them. But I think that the idea itself of taking plastic waste that wasn't recycled, like bubble wrap, and even things like foil, and turning them into textile, giving them second life and keeping that out of landfill is pretty great. With this next one, maybe I shouldn't really be that surprised, but I still am, and I'm sure that you haven't seen fabric like this either. Now, yes, they make everything nowadays from soy, including fabric. So this fabric is a combination between soy and organic cotton. It's a knit, and wow, look at this. Hold on, let me grab milk jersey and we will compare. Color-wise, they're very, very similar, and what I found is that when you're ordering textiles like that aren't really widely available, a lot of times they will come in these sort of like really neutral white or off-white colors. So it is what it is, but this is really cool, isn't this? As I said, I shouldn't really be surprised that they make textile out of soy, but I've never come across one, so it's pretty fascinating for me. I would say that it feels really nice and soft, but if we do compare it with Milk Jersey has a gentler, softer touch to it. Both of them are really soft, but Milk Jersey definitely takes the lead here, but stretch-wise, this definitely stretches for days. I can definitely see this as a very versatile fabric. I'm not sure if this is going to be widely available anytime soon. Have you guys ever seen fabric made from soy? This is definitely the first for me. And yeah, again, it just fascinates me. Now this next textile might seem small, but it's actually pretty mighty and really close to magic. So I have a little sample over here. I have a freshly brewed cup of tea, and watch this. Amazing fabric that changes color depending on the temperature. Now, I had absolutely no idea that such thing even existed. The texture of it is like a faux leather, a little plasticky on the top where the red is at, and nice and foamy on the back. So I would assume that something like this would be used for costumes, maybe some accessories, but still, I think it's pretty unbelievable and magical to have a piece of textile that changes color. Now, if you like all things fabric, I have another fantastic video for you, this time about fabric mystery boxes. So go ahead, take a look right over here. There's some good laughs in that video. And until next time, happy, thoughtful, and creative sewing. And I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye!